Whose house? Please welcome your 2026 Los Angeles Rams.
And we are underway from SoFi Stadium. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. Commanding the offense will be the 7th overall pick of the 2018 draft. It's Josh Allen.
I remember when he came out of Wyoming, the big question mark, could he be accurate enough to be a star in the NFL? I think it's safe to say he's put all of us in our place and put those doubts to rest. He can roll out and run it. He can bomb it over your heads. Everything in between. He is an absolute nightmare for defenses to try and prepare for. And when he's on, he's an MVP caliber player each and every time he takes the field.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in third in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first, because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
Now the Central Florida product, it's R.J. Harvey. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
On first down, back to Harvey. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
What an advantage having a lead guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Here's a 2nd and 8. And now they'll throw with Allen. And he'll find Chase on the right side, complete. And this is going to be another first down, as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 45-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Allen off the play fake. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10. Chase, the motion man right. On play action, Allen. He'll get the tight end Bowers involved there. And this is going to be another first down, as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 28. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Allen to throw once more. Over the middle, that's caught by Chase. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
7-yard pickup.
And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Out of the gun, they go with Harvey. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Well, partner, I haven't seen a vote for most popular player on the team. This guy's got to get a lot of votes. He does not care, does he? Totally unselfish, physical runner, doesn't worry about yardage, just keeps moving the chains, being a team player.
Harvey now on 1st and 10. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
2nd down and 4. Chase, the motion man right. Once more with Harvey. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
Dobbins. He is going nowhere in a hurry, as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. In motion goes the tight end. Throwing now is Allen. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Jamar Chase from 8 yards out. And the Broncos are on the board first on the road here in L.A. Quite the drive there to get things started. They took up the bulk of the first quarter, and they end up in the end zone.
And I love your last point. Ended up in the end zone. Because a lot of teams like those long drives, especially to keep their offense off the field, right? Keep the ball away from them. but they finished it with a touchdown. That's the exclamation point. Now, flip it over defensively. They've got to slow that down somehow, right? Maybe they need to be a little more aggressive, maybe a few more pressures towards the quarterback.
What's good on the extra point? And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Oh, he bowls over him. And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter as they finally get their chance on offense. 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. Now Stafford has it complete to Jackson Smith-Njigba. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
First run now for Kyren Williams. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 7 yards there and a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. Able to break through that initial contact and winds up getting about 3 there. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Here's 2nd and 7. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They run it again with Williams. And he's going to have a Rams first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Now a play fake, and it's Stafford. That's caught. Puka Nacua. But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And a hard-earned yard there as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Still 9 yards to go on 2nd down from the 27. And the slot man goes in motion left. Out of the gun, Stafford. Caught on the right side by Adams. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Davante Adams, 27 yards. And the Rams are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Harrison Mevis for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And Davante Adams able to finish things with a touchdown reception. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They'll begin on the ground with Harvey. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at a 45. 46 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Now Allen. Throw out wide is incomplete.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
2nd and 10. Now Allen. A quick throw there is incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 38-yard line. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation. Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
Got a man open. It's Sutton. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Allen now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. They run straight ahead with Harvey. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. 2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it? This is caught. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal. Here's Allen. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. To throw, it's Allen. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. George Kittle, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos will take the lead here in the final minute of the 1st half. Wants to try to add the PAT. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it all ends with a George Kittle touchdown. Lutz now to kick this one away. Nifty move. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Rams going to take over late in this 1st half. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the 1st half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. Throwing is Stafford. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. Now a 2nd and 10. Here's Stafford. Smith and Jigba with the grab. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. Here's Stafford. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Throwing again is Stafford. And that's complete to Adams. And he goes out of bounds and looks like right at the 50. call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up second down.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
From the 50, Stafford. Going to be taken in here by Nakua. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The Rams, they are on the move. They've got another first down.
Puka Nakua, one of those big-body wide receivers who can leave you in the dust if you guess wrong on a route. First team All-Pro last season, 129 catches, and when the Rams wanted to throw the football, they looked for him first.
Stafford. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ike's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd learned to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
That penalty is declined.
So 6 seconds, all that remains in this first half as the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And you wonder if with Allen's arm, they might just take their chances by dialing up a long one. They'll let this go deep for Waddle. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it. And the Rams are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Scott, we thank you as always, and we'll see what happens here in the second half. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out with the victory. The Rams set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail here as we resume play. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Out come the Rams. They'll have it first here to begin the third quarter. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Stafford and the Rams come up first and 10. Right at the 30. He'll hand this to Williams to start things out. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. Second and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
Williams going to get it again on second down. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Now it's Stafford off the bootleg. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
In motion, the tight end. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
And that went to the right side and incomplete.
Intended for Jackson Smith-Njigba. Incomplete. It's fourth down.
Here comes the Rams punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. As the visitors head back out, we take a look at the defensive coordinator for the home team. His guys trail here in the second half, and things haven't gone quite their ways, so that makes this upcoming possession an important one to not let this deficit get any worse. Looking to put a drive together. Allen. That's into the hands of his tight end Bowers. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
Allen now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. First and 10. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. And that's out quickly to Chase. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Ja'Marr Chase with his second touchdown of the night. And the Broncos are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Lutz will look to add the extra point. It's good, and it's 21-10. The quick strike ability certainly intact there. 2 plays, 80 yards to score it. Lutz now to kick this one away. Powers through him. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The football going back to the Rams now. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. He'll look to Williams to begin things. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Cameron Hayward getting upfield to make the stop.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
To throw is Stafford. Pass complete there to Nakua.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Stafford. It's caught here by Adams. And he is going to have a Rams 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
Now we give up the middle to Williams. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Well, I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. And they'll send the tight end in motion. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 36. The Rams, they are on the move. They've got another 1st down.
1st and 10.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Los Angeles. It's the Rams trailing, but they do have the football as we start the 4th and final quarter. Stafford now 12 of 15 throwing the ball, 80% so far, and it's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. A short one here, caught by McBride. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Goes right back to McBride. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
Yeah, offenses always try to be smart about when they're trying to dial up a screen to the running back, because they understand you can only go to the well so many times in a game without the defense starting to anticipate the call.
The offense on third down tonight, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Now it's Stafford. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down.
Derwin James on the coverage.
Oh, this defense knows. 4th quarter, they need to make a play. That one was ripe for the taking. Could have changed the complexion of the ball game, but it winds up incomplete.
The field goal. A 55-yard attempt.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And that'll make this an 8-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Broncos offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys the lead as he looks to finish strong and close this one out. Looking to put a drive together. On the ground, it's Harvey to start the drive. And he's able to break through 1 tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that first down carry.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down. Well, clear running situation. Try to take time off the clock. You ran the previous play. Set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they'd shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
From the gun, it's Allen. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. Play action. Now it's Allen. Open net is Waddle, complete. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Now Allen again. Cannot get away, and down he goes. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Broncos send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. This is taken at the 23. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. The Rams offense and running back Kyren Williams getting ready for their next possession. And he's had his fair share of troubles in this one, unfortunately. This defensive front has wreaked havoc throughout the contest, and he hasn't been able to create enough space to make something positive happen to this point. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10 at the 34. They'll try and start this drive in the air. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he's taken down, but not before he gets to the Broncos' 20. 91 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
This offense in good shape. 2 timeouts and the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground with Williams. And a good job of just fighting through one tackle there to pick up about 3. 2nd down coming up. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. Here's a 2nd and 7. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Boy, here's a big one. You can just feel it. This is 3rd down now. Stafford now to throw. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go on 4th. Stafford. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining defensively. And, boy, having that 3rd timeout would have really helped here.
Another example of why coaches really stress saving your timeouts for when you absolutely have to have them. They go over this all the time. Here's one of those situations.
We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they'll get it with still 1:20 left to go in the game.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
The
Rams going to be forced to use their third and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. The win for the Broncos, seemingly assured. They go down to a knee. Allen down to a knee, and that should just about do it. So this one will wind up a Denver victory, and it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea of what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say good night from Los Angeles.
Jake Bates now ready to get this one started. And we're off and running from Western New York. His return starts at the 5. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. So here come the Bills for their opening drive. They're going to be let out by the first player to have his number retired at the University of Wyoming. And hey, if he keeps playing the way he's been playing in the league, Brock might have it retired by Buffalo in the future too. Here is Josh Allen.
Look up game changer in today's NFL, and you see Josh Allen right at the top of the list. Really, one of the only guys in the league who can make the play with his arm or with his legs in just about any situation. The guy is a game changer.
They'll begin with a quick completion to the right side. And he's going to be dropped quickly after making that catch. Gain limited to a couple.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 30-yard line.
Couple of yards on the catch, leaves him 2nd and 8. Moore going to motion over right. And all that for a single yard. What an effort to get what he could there. Just 1 yard on the carry, though. It's 3rd and 7 now.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
Allen to throw. He's got Moore once again. And he's not going to make it. They stop him short. So expect a punt coming up here on 4th down.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face, because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL, everybody on the field's thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that 3rd down?
Fields this at the 19. And a nice return out of him. They have it a little further up past their own 30. So now it's the Lions' turn to head out for the first time on offense. They're going to be let out by the 7th-year star, former #1 overall pick, Joe Burrow.
When Joe Burrow's between the white lines, he's one of the game's best and most entertaining quarterbacks. He just has a cool factor that is the envy of so many. Nothing seems to bother them other than some injuries that unfortunately have ended seasons early. When he's on the field, timing, the anticipation, Kate, the precision with which he plays, he has very few peers.
And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down. First play of the drive, Brock, you always tell me that's always the start of a new battle. And defense wins round one in this series.
Yeah, and this next down kind of sets the table, right? You got to now put yourself in a manageable third down after lack of execution on first.
They're on a pass now on second down. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to get about 3 here, almost all of it on the catch. The defense was there immediately.
Well, I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards in the double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
3rd and 7 now after the last catch. Got him 3. Looking to throw, Burrow. And Bills get to him. He's brought down. And it's Chris Jones. And that's going to make it 4th and 18.
It's exactly how you draw it up defensively. A 3 and out and a sack on top of it. Create that negative play. Create a little doubt in that quarterback's mind. And offensively, well, that's the worst way to start it. No rhythm, no tempo, and now you give the ball right back to the opponent.
On comes Jack Fox to handle the 4th down punt for the Lions. Fair catch calling for, and he's got it right near the 30-yard line. As the Bills get set for another drive, let's take a look at Kelvin Shepard, the Lions defensive coordinator. And for Shepard, it's a chance to coach against the team who took him in the 3rd round of the 2011 NFL Draft and where he spent his first 2 seasons as a player. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Allen. Left side into the hands of McBride. He turns the shallow catch into something more. Give him 8 yards. That sets up 2nd and short. Now the completion rate is strong, partner. The yards, you got to imagine, will start to come soon enough.
You never go broke taking a profit. And you know this one too, Kate. The crumbs always lead to...
Oh, the cookie. Now I'm hungry. On 2nd down, Allen. Hauled in again, it's McBride. And getting the 1st down, winds up with about 6 on that play before he was stopped.
Move the chains! Got to move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
44-yard line.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. First turn of the game for James Cook. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Kirby Joseph up for the stop.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Throwing on 2nd. Here's Allen. This is brought in. Big gain for Smith-Njigba. Oh, that one did some damage as he's finally hauled down. A gain of about 24. First down coming up.
If they get a handful of these types of plays per game, pass game coordinator is going to be one happy camper.
So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10. Allen looking to throw. Short pass brought in. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 21-yard line.
We've finished one quarter in what's still a scoreless game. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the second. We'll return to Highmark Stadium in just a moment. Second down throw for Allen. He's got this complete to James Cook. He's close, but he is stopped before he can get to that first down. Picks up 4.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Allen on 3rd and short. And he's taken down for the sack, but I think they got his face mask. Yep, we got a flag out. I think they've got a first down coming out of this one. So a lucky break on the sack as the face mask gives them the yards they need for the first down, but I bet it didn't feel too good from the quarterback's perspective, right, Brock?
Well, it didn't feel good in the moment, and his neck will feel worse tomorrow, Kate, but this is one of those times where you'll take that pain to move the chains.
Running it after the penalty. He sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
I know we all love the big home run plays, the highlight reel plays, but as an offense, these are just the stay-on-schedule kind of plays. But I love the commitment to this run game. Keep working that body, keep working that body, keep working that body, and eventually you could take the will away from your opponent.
Second down, here's Allen. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete.
You know what that route is called, right, Kate? OTB, over the ball. And those are the ones you've got to hit. You've got to be able to play offense from the inside out. Got to find a completion right there.
9th play of the drive coming up. They need 8 yards here on 3rd down. Here's Allen. He's got it. And in. Touchdown, Buffalo. DJ Moore finishing off a 9-play scoring drive with 6. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even in early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
Tyler Bass on now for the extra point. This one splits the uprights. It is good. And they've broken this tie. They've taken a 7-point lead. Bass now to kick this away. Returning it from the 4. This makes it up to the 25. The Lions offense headed back out, Brock. So let's take a look at their offensive coordinator, Drew Petzing. He's in his first year here with the Lions, but 4th straight as an offensive coordinator in the NFC. He ran the Cardinals offense the last 3 seasons. All right, Lions just about ready. 1st and 10. Man in motion, headed right. One play action here. Burrow. Taken in by Chase, left side. He's taken down after reaching the 30. That was Michael Parsons making that play.
That's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Got 4 on the completion, so still 6 ahead of him on 2nd down. Burrow to the air now. That's complete to St. Brown outright. And forward progress stops. Play winds up going for about 6. That's good for the first down.
That whole operation right there, Kate, delivered with conviction. Passes have to be if you want to pick up first downs and keep the drive on schedule.
All set to go now from the 35. Burrow gets it out wide quick. It's a small gain up to the 38. Trent McDuffie getting there for the stop.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Picked up a few on that first down play, so now we've got 2nd and 7. Throwing is Burrow. Right back to Chase. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. That's 16 on the pickup. And that is good for a Detroit first down. Now, not much scoring to this point as we've reached our 2-minute warning. More from Highmark Stadium in just a moment. Burrow on 1st and 10. And he's found his target all 4 passes so far on this drive. He's going to throw it again. Completes this one to Chase. And they get there to take him down right around the 41.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on a throw, that's a go-to route to target.
So 5 on the catch, 5 still to go on 2nd down. Burrow setting the throw. St. Brown's got it. Complete. He's got about 8 yards as he's taken to the ground. And it is first down Detroit.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
1st and 10 here for Burrow. And he's looked good so far, connecting on all 6 of his pass attempts on this series. And that hit pops the catch free. That's incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
The lack of points and the lack of yards have just gone hand in hand here in the first half. And they both really trace back to the same root cause, an inability to consistently find and exploit any opening in what's been a very sound defensive game plan.
First game on the ground to Jahmyr Gibbs. He's got about 9 on that run, partner. Down inside the 30.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
This is going to be play number 9 of this drive, and we could see a 10th if they can get a yard here on 3rd down. Burrow. It's on target to Williams. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
Four downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Working inside the red zone. Has it in close. And he will score. Touchdown, Detroit. Amon-Ra St. Brown scoring there on the 10th play of that drive. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. And he sure did.
Now it's Jake Bates for the extra point. Aim a little off that time, but it does get inside the right upright. And that ties things at 7. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. So no return this time. Let's see if they run a play or if they just decide to kneel out the half.
At their own 35-yard line.
This drive starts with barely any time left. 13 seconds in the half. Allen to throw. Pulled in by his back. Cook. And he'll get it up to the 44. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 44-yard line.
Got 9 of the 10 with that last grab. Need to get the last yard now on 2nd. Back to throw now, Allen. That's taken in nicely by Brock Bowers. This is going to be run out of bounds. Play goes for about 16 before he stepped out. It's going to be a Bills first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
The Bills will turn to their kicker, Tyler Bass, for the field goal try. This from the right hash and a considerable distance. Has the distance, but headed well left. No good. And the score remains knotted 7-all. So we're all knotted up here at the half, Brock, as we send this over to our buddy Scott Hanson, who's got our halftime report. Scott?
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Scott Hanson here with an abridged version of the halftime report. Both offenses still trying to find their way. Tight competitive game, though, as we are tied at the half. To find out who will come out on top, let's rejoin our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
All right, thanks for that hard work, Scott. These two teams ready to break this tie as we welcome you back for the third quarter. Something's got to be the difference maker here in half number 2. We'll see what it is as we're off and running once again. Escapes a defender. He's got a lane up past the 30. A field flipping effort there as he's brought down on the opposite side of the 50. Here comes the offense for Detroit to begin the second half.
At the 49-yard line.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. The give to Gibbs to start the third. And he powers ahead for about 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You can stick to the ground. You can throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
First down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5. On the draw, this is Gibbs. There's the stop. Looks to be about 7 yards on that play. And that's going to be a Lions first down.
I think anytime these offensive coordinators in the NFL call a run play, they're just hoping for something positive. To get a first down, that's a bonus.
New set of downs for him. He'll start at the 38. The first carry for Isaiah Pacheco. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
Okay, a 2-yard run on first down. I think that keeps you ahead of schedule. You're going to have to pick up the pace.
At the 35-yard line.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Burrow on the play action. And that's nearly intercepted, but couldn't hang on. Just a harmless incompletion. It's 3rd down.
can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Avoided one crisis on the dropped pick. Now they're facing another, 3rd and long. Putting the tight end in motion. Throw here, 3rd down. Past the line, he's going to run for it. And he's going to be stopped, but not before he picks up 18 yards and a new set of downs.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a 1st down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
On 1st down, it's Gibbs. And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Here's Burrow. That's caught. Here comes Jahmyr Gibbs. And not in just yet. They stop him at the 2. That's going to bring up 1st and goal.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
Gibbs. And that carry only nets 1 on the plunge up the gut. Well, you've taught me, Brock. Sometimes it works, and sometimes, like there, almost nothing from them as they just run right into the teeth of that blitz.
Yeah, the thing, too, about that success is get ready to see more blitzes. The coordinators love to dial it up.
Now it's 2nd and goal from the 1. Gibbs again. And he will not be denied a 2nd time. Touchdown, Detroit.
Touchdown, Detroit.
Took a couple of runs into that wall before they finally punched it across for the score.
Well, that defensive front, you know they were dialed up to make a stand, but it was going to be a challenge to make another 2 stops even after that one. That crack formed in the wall, and it burst through for a touchdown.
Bates now for the point after. Close, but it does stay inside that right upright. And they've broken this tie. They've taken a 7-point lead. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Return starts at the 3. Making some progress here. And he's out of bounds at the 45-yard line. They'll take that every time. Great field position to begin this drive. Now we've got the Bills offense headed back to the field. And they have tried on occasion to ramp up their passing game, but just nothing has worked with consistency yet, Brock. Might be why they trail near the end of this 3rd quarter.
You sure love teams who excel on the ground, right? You love a physical game of football who can hammer at the opponent. But in today's NFL, it's just impossible to win if you don't have a passing component that's balancing it out.
Handoff headed right. It's Cook. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
Tackle made at his 48-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Second down now. They need 7. They pitch it out to him here. He did well to shake off one tackle partner, but the next one got him. He's going to lose yards. Their dominance against his ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number 1 is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
Third and long for him here. Finds Davis complete. Well, that one did some damage as he's finally hauled down. A gain of about 24. First down coming up.
I don't know about you, Kate, but I think somebody's auditioning for some extra work as a receiver. If he can do that coming out of the backfield, imagine the damage he could do if they sent him out into one of those spots out wide.
First and 10 from the 32. Allen looking to throw. That's complete to Bowers outright. And he's going to be dropped quickly after making that catch. Gain limited to a couple.
On the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the Lions' 30-yard line.
So we hit the end of the third quarter. It's Bills football. They trail late, but this game's still very much in reach. Couple of yards on the catch, leaves them 2nd and 8. They send a receiver in motion right. They'll run now on 2nd down. And he's going to get him 7 there. It's 3rd down coming up.
That's just a good play to mix up what you're doing and keep that defense guessing. The execution, that's pretty well done too, creating the space for a solid pickup.
3rd and just 2 to go. Now the shotgun give to Cook. And they're turned away on 3rd and short. Actually might have lost a yard. So that's going to bring up 4th down. That right there, exactly the type of havoc that a well-designed blitz can cause, Brock. Everyone's so busy picking up their rushers. That D-tackle cleaned up.
Sure did. He gets his one-on-one. He shocks him with those heavy hands, knocks off that blocker, knock down that runner.
And backs against the wall there. They find a way to convert on 4th down.
Winning, losing, tie, driving for the win. If you're running it on 4th down in the 4th quarter, Kate, you better be sure you can make that marker.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Quick throw, taken in by Moore. And it's another 1st down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
So it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
They can decide to play for the tie or win later. First, they've got to reach that end zone. It's 1st and goal. Shotgun handoff now to Cook. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
Where one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
Still set up at the 9. It's 2nd and goal. Now Allen. Right side, cut by Davis. And they're going to keep him out once again. That sends him backwards, brings up 3rd and goal.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
5th DB out there now. Big rep for this defense on 3rd and goal. Allen setting up to throw. And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal. Didn't see a whole lot of room to fit that pass in, Brock. Throwing into double coverage. How's Coach going to feel about that one?
Yeah, that's a no-no. Yeah, I experienced that as a player and now as a coach. Please don't do that again.
This could be the snap that decides this game. It's 4th and goal. Desperation time here. And he's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. Jackson Smith-Njigba on the 12th play of that series. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the fourth quarter that could go either way.
Well, we knew this was coming. All touchdowns are reviewed, especially late in a close game like this.
Previous play is under review.
Well, this right here is where having all those camera angles comes into play. We're going to get a much clearer picture thanks to all the shots we've got.
Yep, technology, everybody's friend right now. We get to watch it again and again, unlike these officials who got to see it once in real time. We just have to see, is there clear enough evidence to overturn the call that was made down there on the field?
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
Those points safe on the scoreboard. The touchdown upheld upon review. On for the PAT, and a make would tie us up late. This is good. So this game now hanging on every possession, Brock, just like we like it. We're tied up here in the fourth. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Return coming from the 6. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Detroit offense getting ready for its next drive. And after some momentum was wrestled away by that last touchdown drive, Brock, the pressure is on them to respond here. First call here coming from the shotgun. Play action now. Burrow. And this one's going to be picked off, but he dropped it. So almost a one-play drive. Defender couldn't hang on, though, and they're going to feel fortunate coming up on second down now. Oh, Brock, he's had to wait and wait to even be targeted in this game, and he's going to have to keep waiting now to see that first catch.
You know who will not be waiting? The critics after this one. You have got to get your tight end involved. Find a way somehow to get him the ball.
And this throw is going to be incomplete. They're down.
You know, you give your guy a chance to make a play. Those defenders, they're paid to win those battles, too. Provided plenty of contact to make sure that ball wasn't caught.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Burrow back to throw. That one complete to St. Brown. And they're going to bring him down just as we've come up to the 2-minute warning. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
A gain of 19 yards.
First and 10 from the 43.
First down.
Looking to throw, Burrow. Another one caught by St. Brown. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. A pickup of 17. And the Lions have a first down.
First down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
He'll look to throw it. To the outside, he's got St. Brown. And he's going to be out of bounds to stop that clock. So they could still win it with a field goal or a touchdown, Brock. It's going to be second down.
The smartest pass catchers I've ever been around, they know how to set up an outcut beautifully. They recognize when they have leverage, how to sell the deep route, and then boom, they just break it out as if it's nothing.
Back to throw. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice game. That was Jamar Chase he was looking for there. And that leaves him with third and short.
That incompletion right there, Kate, it does stop the clock, and it gives you a chance. A chance to get in that huddle, regroup, and make sure you just fire your best shots here down the stretch.
And send a receiver left. Third down run by Gibbs. And they fought their way through to stop him behind the line. It's going to be fourth now and less than a yard. The Bills are going to go ahead and call their first time out, as they'll get together and discuss with fourth down coming up. An important attempt coming up here for Jake Bates. This is a 48-yard look for him. That kick is no good. Oh, he mishit it. And late in the fourth, we stay tied.
Well, they got the chance to kick a potential game winner, Kate, and that's all that kicker wanted, a chance. Unfortunately, he didn't make it. And all he can hope now, tie game late here, is that his counterpart across the way, warming up in that kicking net, well, he doesn't get the chance to end it himself.
The Bills and James Cook making their way back out on offense now. And his performance has ailed against what has been a very stout defensive front. This hasn't been a contest to stack up there among his better showings, partner. They've made it real difficult to find any holes to hit, and there's been absolutely no space for him to work with. All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10. Running back sent in motion. Here he is to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And the Bills have a first down.
Okay, I know exactly what's going to happen. I've seen it once. I've seen it 100 times. Next week on the practice field, this running back's going to say, see, I'm not just a running back. I can play receiver. And you receivers, you couldn't do my job, but I just showed you I could do yours.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and that hit knocks it free, incomplete.
As quarterback in these situations, you know you don't have much margin and you don't have much time. So that means every once in a while you're going to make some throws, put your guys in harm's way that you otherwise would not. You can apologize after.
The clock inside of 50 seconds now. 2nd and 10. Trying it left side with Cook. Good defensive effort here. Drives them back across midfield onto their own side. Buffalo calls it second time out of the half. And they're still going to have one left at their disposal.
Kid, I'll never forget walking into the Hall of Famer Dwight Freeney's meeting room with those defensive linemen. The late, great John Tierlink, his coach, he had a little sign up in his office, and it was sacks, and that money sign was the S, because ends and D linemen make their money with sacks. But you win games when they stop the run like that for a tackle for loss.
And they're going to get there in time. Down he goes. Now the Lions calling timeouts. They're first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
As we're into the 4th quarter, we know this. We know that money down could not be any more important than right now. Both sides are certainly fatigued. You feel it in both their play. But battling through what's been a physical contest all game long is going to be the key here down the stretch.
The Bills with a punt team out there. And that hit at the 5, but got the bounce it needed to reach the end zone for a touchback. The offense headed out now for Detroit. And even with some time left, Brock, a long ways to go to get into range for a game winner. They're going to need to move it in a hurry. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Setting up to pass. Finds Gibbs out of the backfield. He reaches the sideline. Clock stops, but the defense holds him to a gain of maybe 6 or 7.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Pass and catch got him 7. Let's see where they go now on 2nd and 3. On the keeper, it's Burrow. Oh, they get to him. He's hit and tackled at the end of that run, but he got the 4 yards they needed. First down.
The difference right there, Kate, between that gain and a big hit for a loss is really quick decision-making. He made a quick read, saw the running back was going to get hit if he handed it, and he pulls it himself for a positive gain.
Unlikely to get 2 plays here. Have to think this is it. Burrow to the air now. He puts some air under it, deep down the middle. And it'll be incomplete. They went for it, trying to stun everybody with no time left on the clock. But alas, we are headed for overtime. Now hopefully this conclusion will be just as exciting as our opening 4 quarters. The kick is away here in overtime. And in the end, Brock, a pretty exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. Buffalo sending its offense to the field. And they're playing with a chance to take the lead right here. Get a nice little cushion in what has been an otherwise really close game.
Yeah, and really the mindset, Kate, is this has got to be the drive. When you break the huddle, you look at each other and say, right now, these are the moments that tilt the game in our favor. Because you know if you don't get it done, you've given your opponent that opportunity.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. First throw of overtime. He'll step up, and there he goes. And he picks up a good chunk of yards here. Looks to be about 7. He's out to the 37.
Kate, if you've heard me say it once, you've heard me say it 100 times. Completions, completions, completions. Well, that wasn't a pass. It was a scramble. But Annette's the same thing, keeping this offense on schedule.
Overtime just getting started. Both teams are going to get a chance with the football here. We've got 2nd down. Cook trying this one up the gut. And they haul him down after a gain of a couple. Leaves him in need of 1 more yard here on 3rd down.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Trying to extend this overtime drive. They only need 1 yard. This is 3rd down. Another one for Cook. Tackles with what looks to be about 3 yards. That's enough. Fresh set of downs coming their way.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that 1st down right there.
1st down from the 42. Again, it's Cook. Across midfield to the 45. And finally stopped at the 34. Give him 24 on that play. And that's good for a Buffalo first.
I'll tell you what, Kay, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run.
The pressure gets there. Allen goes down. Myles Garrett. And that backs them up now into a 2nd and 18.
And right there's the danger, Kate, when you put the ball in the air. How many times do we see these coordinators, when you get a nice run, right, you gain some steam on the ground, you stick with the ground game. They don't. They call the pass, and the defense reacts, and reacts well with a sack.
Look is there, but so is a defender. That hit forces the drop, and it's going to bring up 3rd down.
sets up a third
Even the best of them could be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on third down. Allen. And that one hits the deck. No fear from them trying to go deep on third down. You love that. Don't love the fact they couldn't connect. Fourth down coming up.
I'll say, Kate, that defense looked even better, sharper on third down than they did on second. They played that one so tight there was no window to throw.
Punt team on the field. And in overtime, this has to be struck well. And that's out. We're just waiting for the spot. They're going to say clear the sideline over top the 14. The Lions getting ready to return to the field. Their defense got off the field clean, Brock, and now their offense runs on knowing that any points are going to end this game.
Well, you want to look up complimentary football in the football dictionary, this might be the most important time for it. One side of the ball makes a stand, and the other side gets a chance to go win it.
Now it's his turn in overtime. Catch made left side by Laporta. And a big chunk picked up on that play. Over 20, and he gets him the first.
That's just so good. I mean, that is teaching tape right there. It's what you want your guys to do. To not just catch it and fall down, but have a plan. Yes, you got to catch it first, but then have a plan to go attack. Be aggressive. Get those yards after catch. That is a job well done.
They send a man in motion. Off the play fake. Burrow. That's to Laporta again. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line.
Dude, I can promise you that's one of those play-action plays they've repped over the week during practice. The both quarterback and tight end went to bed last night thinking, man, I hope this one's called. And when it is, I hope you have just a little space to operate. That play-action works beautifully, and the tight end, the beneficiary.
A second down throw from Burrow. Taken in by Williams outright. And he's going to get about 3, but almost nothing after that. Tackle made quickly after he made the catch.
Third
and just 2 to go. Motion man is the tight end. He's going left. Running for the marker. It's Gibbs. And this is going to go in the wrong direction. He loses just about the amount of yards they needed to get there. It's going to be fourth down.
I don't mind that call at all, Kate. A little RPO there on third down situation, but they went to the run, and they just couldn't get enough.
The Lions ready for the punt. The Bills offense all set for their next drive. Each offense has had a chance to score now, Brock. Neither one could, so we're in a sudden death. The next score wins it.
And wouldn't it be great, Kate, if we saw one of these defenses just take a turnover back for the winning touchdown? Really just surprise everybody here.
Love that.
It'll be a little tougher to do now, though. Both offenses a little more settled in, and you've got to imagine a little more sense of urgency.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Throwing here, Allen. That's Smith and Jigba on the quick slant. And he's going to be brought down before he can really do anything after that catch. They'll give him, it looks like, about 7. So Buffalo's going to call it second timeout, as they'll be left with just one more to work with here in OT. Pass and catch got him 7. Let's see where they go now on 2nd and 3. Back to throw now, Allen. That pass is complete to McBride. He's going to hit the sideline. Out of bounds he goes. Gain of about 6 before it. And it'll be first down, Buffalo.
Teammates notice when they got a guy willing to take it on the chin to get rid of the pass. That's a pass that's going to earn a lot of points with the other 10 players, not just today, but when they go back and watch that play on tape.
Here's Allen. What a difference a play makes. This one not working out in their favor. He's hauled to the ground. Aiden Hutchinson. And it's going to be a long way to go now for these guys on 2nd down.
I think we've reached the point of the game, Kate, where I got to make my PSA. protect the quarterback, and quarterback, protect yourself.
Now the Bills use their third and final timeout, as they'll have none remaining in OT. All right, Brock, both teams have had their opening salvos. Next score wins it in OT as they come up on second down. On second down, Allen. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. Third down coming up.
Oh, this has been a tough series. Sacked on the first down play, forced to throw it away right there. An awfully difficult third down now staring you in the face.
No connection on the last play. Now it's third down. Throwing now. And he's going down. They make the play at the 11. Jeffrey Simmons. And that brings up fourth and very, very long. So we still can't decide a winner in this one. Let's reset that clock and do it all over again. What do you say? Another overtime is coming your way. Punting unit out now. A lot of pressure riding on this kick. That's taken in at the 42. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. Now the Lions offense gets ready to return to the field. Well, their last drive, not the one they want to replicate after they were forced to punt it away. Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. First and 10. Now Burrow. To the right and hauled in by Laporta. It almost as he caught it. He does well to hold on to it. Gets him to the 37. He'll get 16 yards on that play. And that is good for Detroit first down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
We've set it down from 37. Gibbs now from the gun. Good hit on the grounds here. That's going to be a 9-yard pickup as it's second down.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
Last run got him 9, so now they need one more here on second down. Handoff here for Gibbs on his own read. They stop him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. Third down coming up.
Chances of stalling this drive defensively seem bleak, but how about now? Look at those odds changing, Kate. Still not great, but you could feel a little momentum on their side. Maybe they can muster it up and get back-to-back stops.
Another one for Gibbs. This one stopped, play gains about 6 yards, and that's going to give the Lions the first down.
I don't know what it is, Kate, but I love third down runs. I really do. I know the receivers don't always like it because it's money down and they want the ball, but a third down run for a first down can be so demoralizing to that defense.
Going to the ground again on first. And he's stuck with him, but this one heads the wrong way. He winds up losing yards.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, Well, it came at the perfect time.
The second down run by Pacheco. Finds a big lane. And he's going to win this game, Brock. That's a touchdown.
Pacheco, the ball carrier. Touchdown, Detroit.
So the Lions get the win on the road. And it took some extra effort, Brock, some bonus football before they were finally able to separate from the opposition and earn that hard-fought victory. With Brock Huard and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Lions as we say so long from Buffalo.
Take a drive from downtown along Broad Street. You run into Lincoln Financial Field, the home of the Eagles. Run it for the first time with Bijan Robinson. And they bring him down, but not until he gets to the 45-yard line. So after surrendering that long touchdown drive to start the game, good start here for the offense with a quick first down. They'll go again with Robinson. And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's second down. They'll throw out of the gun. That one taken in. It's Anthony Smith. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. 14 yards on that pass play there. That's good for a Dallas first down. Now they'll set up to throw. That's to the left side and taken in by Smith. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
Brings up second and 4 at the Eagles' 37-yard line.
Now faking the give, flush to his right. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. Following the play, we have an Eagle who is shaken up. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. This opening drive, it has been a work of art. Now, can they put the finishing touches on? It's first and goal. Robinson. And this one ruined quickly. Take them back to the 5-yard line. The task a bit tougher as they face second and goal. And he's in. Daniel Bellinger. Touchdown, Dallas. So now ready to get going on their second possession. We'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with first and 10. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. And he'll find some space, taking it for 6 out to the 26-yard line. They'll work now on second and 4.
Brings up second and 4 at the 26-yard line.
Another run here for Robinson. Room to run at the 40. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line. QB will survey the defense on first and 10.
First down, Cowboys.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. He'll find his tight end. That's Jake Ferguson. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
First down.
Give them 12 on that one. They are on the march. to throw. Exiting the pocket right. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And a big gain out of bounds as time runs down. An exclamation point to end this first quarter. On to the second quarter. Cowboys possess the football as they've got it with 1st and 10. It's a give up the middle to Robinson. And they'll get him down inside the 5-yard line. It's 1st and goal coming up.
1st and goal, Dallas.
They'll run with Robinson. And this time they are ready for him. Thrown for a loss. And it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. To the goal line and in. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Touchdown,
That's starting to trot out for this next possession. They'll begin with terrific starting field position. It gets going with 1st and 10. The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Terrific starter there. Gain of 15 and a 1st down.
A gain of 15 and a Cowboy 1st down.
On 1st down, right back to Robinson. And he'll manage to bring this down to about the 37. That's Gerard Campbell getting in there to make the play. They face 2nd down and 7. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. A whole lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. They need to get to the 29 here, facing 3rd down. And that one's incomplete. They really ratcheted up the coverage there. Ready for this next possession. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. They'll start by going forward with a pop pass. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. He's got a man. It's CeeDee Lamb. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. We set it downs. It's 1st and 10. And here's Bijan. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense, and that's exactly what they've been able to do.
Now whistles. Play clock at 0, and that'll cost them 5.
Still 2nd down.
From the 46, here's 2nd down and 9. He'll look to throw. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down. They'll look to throw. The pressure going to cave in on him. He will go down. Ready to take over once again. They'll start out 1st down and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Moving to his right, taking off, and they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line. Good decision to take off. He gets 15 yards and a 1st down. On 1st down, it's Robinson. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
A
couple of big plays to start this drive. How about 17 on this one?
17 yards. First down, Dallas.
On the handoff, it's Robinson. And he'll get about 5.
At this point, we're going to need 2 hands to in this one, Mike, but unfortunately, it just hasn't been enough to overcome the deficit here at this stage of the game.
He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
It's a loss of a yard. And it's third down.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. That's over the middle to the tight end, Bellinger. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down. Rolling right. He's going to tuck it and go. To the pylon. He's in. Touchdown, Dallas.
Well, he's doing a little bit of everything in this first half, isn't he, Mike? I mean, he's got 2 touchdowns passing. Now he's got 1 on the ground, and this...
Looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. They'll do so with 1st and 10. They run over center with Robinson. He'll move this one ahead to the 31-yard line. That's John Campbell getting in there to make the play. Following the play, we have an Eagle who is shaken up. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. It's into the hands of Jaden Blue. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. It's going to be 3rd. They need 1. They'll try to run for it with Robinson. A pickup of 12 yards. First down, Cowboys.
And that's a heck of a run there on 3rd and 1. So often these backs, they're just thinking, all right, just get 1 yard, pick up the first down. But not this guy. He's thinking, I know where the marker is, but I'm going to pick up as many yards after that as I can. That's exactly what he does. First set of downs.
Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that first down. Following the play, we have an Eagle who is shaken up. Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 1. A give, and here comes Robinson. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 13 yards. That's good for a Dallas first down. Now this time they'll look to throw. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down. Forced out wide. He'll try to run for it.
That's a really good effort on 3rd down, just trying to make something happen. He did well to get what he got, but it's not enough for a first.
Out of the gun, he'll throw. That's taken in.
You can just see the comfort, Mike, that this offense continues to play with. The early momentum in the first half has carried here after the break, and
their offense ready to make their way back onto the field. They'll begin with 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's complete to Smith. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 35-yard line.
On the give, it's Robinson. And this is going to be a Cowboys 1st down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
42-yard line. A gain of 7 and a Cowboy 1st down.
Left side, caught by Lamb. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
It's a gain of 17 yards.
17 yards, the gain there. 1st down, Cowboys. And he'll be taken down. They got him back at midfield.
And after allowing a chunk play on that previous down, nice job there settling in. They make a big play of their own, and they get him down for a sack.
From the 50, he'll set him to throw. That'll be intercepted. Picked off by Carrington Valentine.
So this is where the quarterback wanted to go with the ball, Mike, from the very start. This play was designed.
Ready to come back out for this next possession. Now Robinson. And that's the way you want to run it on 1st down. A gain of 7. From the 23, this is 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Throwing now from the gun. That one incomplete. Good job, textbook there. Separated the man from the ball, and it'll bring up 3rd down. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. That one's caught by Smith. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a 1st down. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10.
1st down, Dallas.
Flush to his right. He runs with it. And he's going to be out of bounds following a gain of about 5 on 1st down.
He tried to buy all the time he could, but when he saw that space, he quickly turned from thrower to runner, and he's able to pick up a nice gain on 1st down.
Now off the bootleg, he'll look to throw here. He'll take off again. And the tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. You can't beat those legs. 13-yard pickup. A scramble leads to a 1st down. Now they'll set up to throw. Forced to his right. There he goes again. And they'll finally run him down, but not before he takes it inside the 15. Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10. They'll run with Robinson. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down.
In order to be successful as a run-heavy offense, Mike, it's so important that you remain really efficient on 1st and 2nd down. The last thing you want is to be in 3rd and pass, and it really throws off what you feel like your strengths are. So now, you get down here in the red zone, it's got to be touchdowns. These long, sustained drives on the ground, you kick a field goal, that's a win for the defense.
He'll try and throw for it on 3rd and 1. And that'll be incomplete on what turns out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. So we'll take it to the other end as we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Operating inside the red zone, the field is really condensed. Those throwing windows become a lot tighter and forces your quarterback to make some really highly contested throws. And as we just saw, those aren't always going to go your way.
Now faking the give. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. Following the play, we have an Eagle who is shaken up. A handoff as they try to run it here. And they'll get him down up around the 15-yard line.
He's brought down at the 15-yard line.
Call it a gain of 13. That's good for a Dallas first down. That one, oh, it's on target, but it goes as an incompletion. Looked like he had that one in his grasp, but unable to hold on, and it will be second down. Open man, downfield, it's CeeDee Lamb. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield.
And you think back to the first half, Mike, just how well he threw the ball, and you thought maybe this defense would come up with some answers in the second half to slow him down, but so far, that has proven to not be the case.
He'll get this complete. It's Lamb again. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line.
It's a gain of 17 yards.
Come to the line now for first down and 10. Back to the air one more time. That's caught by Smith on the right side. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
First down, Cowboys.
The red zone now. He'll drop to throw. Moving to his left. Now he takes off. And that's a good positive run. Give him 6 on that first down scramble. Here comes second and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up
back to throw. This one caught at the 4. This drive's going to continue. They bring him down, but not before he picks up first and goal for his team.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
Lou, and he's going to go backwards, taken down at the 6. From a little further back, here's second and goal. That is caught, and he'll take it on in. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Touchdown, Dallas.
That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
And he will get into the end zone and extend the lead by 2 more. Getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with first and 10. The drive starts with a carry by Blue. And that'll be a pickup of 3. From the 33, here's second down and 7.
Brings up second and 7.
He'll drop to throw. He'll drop this for Blue. We'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
Well, this is a great example of the old saying, Mike. You never go broke taking a profit. And give credit to this quarterback. I know it's not the big explosive play he was looking for, but getting the ball into the hands of his running back, allow him to pick up some extra yardage after the catch.
Now, on 3rd and 2, they'll try and throw for it. Moving outside the pocket. He'll try and get there on the ground.
Good awareness there on 3rd down. He's thinking there's nothing there. Tuck it and head for the sticks. He's able to get the first down himself, avoid any big contact, and the biggest thing is he keeps the drive alive.
That's to the left side and taken in by Smith. The tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. Catch number 7 so far in this one. And a first down. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He'll get that complete right side. It's Bellinger. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. They'll work from the 36 on 2nd and 6.
At the 36-yard line.
They'll look to throw. Now a screen set up for Blue. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
He'll look to throw. And he's going to give himself up, but not before he picks up the 1st down.
It's a gain of 17 yards.
And now the defense is going to take their first time out. Remember, they get an extra one built in with the 2-minute warning coming up momentarily. A quick slash taken by Lamb. And the Cowboys are going to have 1st and goal, trying to finish off this drive with a touchdown.
At the 8-yard line.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. That one broken up in the end zone. It's incomplete. Wow, the coverage excellent there. It'll bring up 2nd and goal. On play action, he'll set up to throw. Finding his tight end, Bellinger. And 3rd and final timeout taken by the defense. So the 2-minute warning, the only clock stoppage they have left.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game. And you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
That's hauled in at the 2. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. 2 minutes remain in the 4th quarter. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. Interesting decision. A field goal makes it a 2-score game. They're going to keep the hammer down and go for it. Touchdown, Dallas. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. The visiting Cowboys. Their winning ways continue. They've yet to be stopped as they remain unbeaten in the month of November.